We are here today with Reinier de Ridder, co-main event of UFC 326 this Saturday. You've been posting a lot. I've been enjoying the skits on social media. What I've been enjoying more is Caio Barralho with comments on every single reel that you put out.
What does he say?
He plays along. It's been friendly. It's been friendly. How would you describe like the dynamic? I don't know how much you guys have interacted ahead of this fight, but how would you describe the? He's been very respectful.
Yeah, and I'm respectful of him. We met each other at the PI a couple days ago. Said hi. It is what it is. Yeah.
Probably best to keep it that way. You guys were coming off of this sort of spiritual Grand Prix, right? To see who was going to get their shot at the middleweight title. Brendan Allen was in there, Nasruddin Imavov, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. There was a lot going into the Borralho-Imavov fight about him cutting weight a few weeks prior as the backup for the main event. How much of an impact do you think that made in his loss? Because he thinks that your frequency had a lot to do with how things panned out against Brendan Allen.
Yeah, definitely. My body was just ran through the ground, and I thought I would be able to squeeze out one more, but I wasn't. I'm not sure about his weight cut because I was there in Chicago as well when he did the weight cut, and I was surprised that he did it that way, having this fight like 3 or 4 weeks later. But I don't know. Yeah, not the smartest thing for like a fighting nerd, smart guy, right?
Kyle, he's been so nice to you. Kyle's been so nice to you, bro. Why would you say that?
Doesn't seem smart, but.
What was your biggest takeaway of the actual fight, the performance that he had against Imavov?
No, he did. It was pretty close. Imavov was just a little quicker in every exchange. That was basically what happened. Yeah.
Very quickly, we have this main event, Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Could I get your Mount Rushmore for, as the non-Americans here, top 4 BMFs of all time, UFC history? Anyone who you think embodies that style.
Francis Ngannou.
Good answer.
Who's another BMFer? Daniel Cormier. I just saw him walking down here. He's a hard. He was always. He always came game, right?
I'm not going to doubt you.
No. Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. We got it. That's a wrap.
Took the easy way out. Fair enough. True stories. You mentioned how ravaged your body was there. You were dealing with neurovirus heading into the Brendan Allen fight. Then you break your hand in the first round. And just the sheer activity, 5th fight in 8 months? Which you said you weren't going to be that active, but here we were. How, in hindsight, was the 5th fight too much?
Yeah, that was too much, and I didn't break my hand. And the neurovirus. This is the Twitter guy.
Well, I could have. I literally looked on the news.
No, that's a Twitter guy who.
These news outlets have me now being one of those news outlets. So I guess I can't judge.
No, I just ran my body in the ground.
That's all.
I did way too much, way too many fights, and I put a lot of time after the fight figuring out what was wrong with me, and I've tried to address all of those points. And, well, it's crazy to just have your body back again. It's so nice, yeah.
Coming off of that fight with Brendan Allen, not making out for the subsequent round, you had a lot of people online, even some other fighters, sort of labeling you a quitter. What was it like for you to be seeing and hearing that feedback towards you, towards your corner?
I didn't really see that feedback, to be honest.
Well,
but
sorry to inform you, Reinier.
Yeah. I understand. It's not something I'm proud of that I didn't make it all the way, but I'm very proud of the decision my coach made. He saw that I wasn't there, and was ballsy for him to do what he did. I think to take matters into his hands. Yeah, it is what it is. I wasn't there, and I still. In the 3rd round, I still had him. If I had like 10 more seconds, I would have finished him there. It's unfortunate, but I didn't have any energy. Full collapse. It happened the way it happened, and it put me on this track of getting back to full health. And hopefully I'll be able to show off that I'm still there. I got my body back this Saturday. And, make good on it.
And I'm so happy you framed it the way you did, because I don't think enough corners do throw in the towel. Like, they really let their fighters take a beating unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Looking ahead a little bit at the division, been a while since we've seen the middleweight champ, Khamzat Chimaev. Are you at all surprised that we don't have a fight booked yet with him? And what do you think's going on?
I did expect the Imavov fight. I've been expecting for every week. I think it's going to happen. But maybe they don't want to fight at all because they're both from that area, or I'm not sure what's happening. Strickland really threw his hat in the mix there, and the last fight did amazing.
Were you surprised?
To be honest, not really. Because, like, style-wise, this was exactly what I expected to happen. That's what I predicted. Normally I don't get any predictions right, but this one I got right. Just because he's so much cleaner in the striking. His distance management is so good. He throws through the middle, and Fluffy only throws round stuff. He only throws hooks normally, striking-wise. So I did expect Strickland to beat him. But the way he did is very, very special.
As we begin to wrap up here, now, clearly you have a co-main event in the middleweight division ahead. We still don't know what's happening with the title, so you are not too far from that. But I was watching some previews today, and the conversation came up about, well, what about RDR at light heavyweight? Obviously, former champ, third one championship. You have a huge frame for middleweight, and with Pereira moving up, there's a bit more of a vacuum. How soon, if at all, assuming you're interested, would you want to pursue? Like, what would it take to get you at light heavyweight?
I dream about it every night.
Oh. Every time you're cutting weight? Yeah, I bet.
Nah, but it's just, I think even just training camps would be so much more fun, so much better if I could just, like, really feed myself. Yeah.
So why are we doing, no offense, why are we doing this?
Yeah, you tell me. No, there are so many cool fights here as well. I have so much left to prove in my mind at middleweight. I really feel like I can get to that belt. I really feel like there's like a Dricus fight would be amazing. A Strickland fight would be amazing. A Khamzat fight, Adesanya fight. There's so many cool fights that I would really like to get first. But I must say, eating a bit more was very, very, very seductive at the moment as well.
Okay, well, you can talk to Max Holloway to your right about that. Now that he's a lightweight, he gets to enjoy a nice meal before his fights.
That's nice.
Hey, all I'm hearing is you have a lot of options ahead of you. Last thing before I let you go, we've been kind of asking all the fighters this. Fighters can be kind of wired different. What's like the wildest or craziest thing that another fighter has said to you in a trash talk, mid-fight, face-off? Anything stick out to you?
That's a very good one. Everybody's looking at me with this question. Come on. I don't know.
Okay, well, what I've gotten today is people are nice to you, and then you gotta throw one below the belt at Caio.
I did.
So maybe I gotta ask him.
I'm the mean guy.
Reinier de Ridder, co-main event spot, UFC 326 this Saturday. A lot of work left to do at middleweight, and then we'll see. You know, Yuri Alberg, maybe watch out. Thank you for your time, brother.
Thank you.